What's up guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 10 most hated soccer players in the world. If you're interested in soccer facts, unknown things about soccer and things like that, make sure to subscribe to my channel with notifications on so you don't miss any future videos. Now let's get into the video. Starting off with number 10, we have Dani Alves. This Brazilian defender is hated by many for his attitude to fake himself in the face of the slightest contact made by the opposing team, which cost many red and yellow cards to the rivals. The people of Madrid especially hated Dani Alves. During a match with Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-finals in 2010-11, he simulated an offense perfectly to the point that the Real Madrid defender was expelled. And after the referees watched it back, it turned out that there was zero contact between Alves and the defender. Moving on to number 9, we have Ashley Cole. Now most of the time soccer players are hated for their behavior on the field, but Cole was hated for his private life, because Cole cheated on his wife 7 times. The public hated his attitude and they started hating him on social media. Also, in addition to this, he was involved in multiple police conflicts for speeding and things like that, and with all of this together, he became hated by the public. For number 8, we have Marco Materazzi. This Italian center would hit his rivals as if it didn't matter if they were injured. Zidane called him that Materazzi was the symbol of foul play. Now, even though he had great defensive ability, it was of no use since people remembered him mainly for his faults. Next is number 7, we have Patrice Evra. Now this player, who has played for Manchester United, Juventus, as well as some more amazing teams, is hated for his attitude, mainly his unsportsmanlike behaviors. He was criticized on multiple occasions, one of which was when he kicked a fan right in the face. For number 6, we have Samir Nasri. He will basically do anything for the money, and he left Arsenal to Manchester City, from which he earned the hate of Arsenal fans. But Nasri told Goal in 2016, quote, "Manchester City were a better team. That's why I went there. It was my ambition, not because of the money. But after that, it's up to you to believe him or not." Moving down to number 5, we have Pepe. This 34-year-old central defender is hated by many, other than Real Madrid supporters, of course. In the past, he has spit at opponents during games, and he has even been accused of making racist comments. But that's not all, because Pepe also commits really physical and rough stuff, such as headbutting, kicking, elbowing, and even stomping on opponents, and of course, arguing with game officials. Next is number 4, we have Diego Costa. This player is probably one of the most controversial players. His dirty style of play gets really annoying. He also constantly trash talks and has a very aggressive physical play, for which he's disliked by so many. He also betrayed his own country, Brazil, where he was born, because he only played 2 matches for the Brazilian national team, later joining the Spanish national team after getting a citizenship in the European nation, for which he's hated by many Brazilian fans. For number 3, we have John Terry. This 34-year-old central defender is an experienced defender, but even his own teammates did not like him for his attitude outside the field. The worst and his most remembered moment was when he ruined his friend's life. At that time, his best friend, Wayne Bridge, had to see how Terry cheated on him with his wife. After this, he became hated and was all over the media. He also had lots of police conflicts in which there were fights and threats to other people. For number 2, we have Joey Barton. This player has an awfully ridiculous temper on the field, which led to him receiving a huge amount of red cards. He has also committed lots of horrible fouls against his rivals. He has damaged many players through committing very violent infractions. But it did not matter for him because he continued doing so. Barton basically became an example of how soccer should not be played. Lastly, for number 1, we have Adam Johnson. This footballer who was becoming one of the best midfielders in the world. Everyone was talking about him and many big European teams were very interested with him playing for them, until he committed an awful lousy act. During 2015, he was arrested for sexual activity towards a 15-year-old girl. After this news was released, everyone hated him. This act cost him a 6-year prison sentence and the end of his sports career. And thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Consider subscribing for a video every single Friday, and I'll see you in the next one.